UFC. I mean, look at we were talking about Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
Those guys are the top, cream of the crop, and when they go at it like that, one guy could get cracked, and that's what we saw.
Yeah.
And that's how good they are. I mean, at that level, that's really, one guy can win, one guy can lose. It's like they're that good. Like almost anything can happen. That's why that next fight between Oliveira and Islam Makhachev is very interesting. Because Islam got him in the first fight and submitted him, and Oliveira is like hell bent on getting that title back. And I want to see.
Yeah, he good. You can't take nothing from him.
Like Oliveira's a beast.
Yeah,
he's a beast. And I think watching him struggle with Volkanovski, he won that decision, but it was a very close fight where a lot of people thought he was going to roll him over and smash him because he was so much bigger. Probably gave a lot of people some ideas that, he's vulnerable. He's not completely invincible like he's looked in all of his fights. He's human.
Yeah.
So maybe Oliveira will have more confidence coming into this fight. Who knows? But it's an exciting fight. Islam's a beast.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, look at the camp he came from. So,
yeah, that's a crazy camp.
Yeah.
And they're so filled with elite high-level grappling. Those guys are just killers on the ground. And a bunch of them are like great at stand-up too. A bunch of them are like killer strikers too.
Yeah, definitely, man. I was excited for John Jones to come back too. It's one of my brothers, man. He's definitely, his legacy is already marked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he became the heavyweight champion. He went light heavyweight to heavyweight, and if he defends it, my hope, this is my hope. Francis Ngannou has this big payday, fights Tyson Fury.
Right.
And then the UFC coaxes him back to fight John Jones. That's my hope.
And
I don't know if it's
John
possible.
is ready. I mean, they both my homies, but John wanted that one.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the
but
former.
I thought he's not with UFC anymore.
Well, he's not with UFC right now because he's going to fight Tyson Fury. But I don't know if he signed a contract with someone else. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the deal is. Or if maybe they could give him a one-fight exemption away from that contract to fight John Jones in the UFC. But they probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But that's the fight you want to see, though. You want to see the guy who was the heavyweight champion, who relinquished the crown, come back and fight the guy who won it in his absence. That's the perfect fight to see what. And it's also, it's the perfect fight skillfully too, because you see, like as skillful John is and as dangerous as Francis is.
Yeah, Francis is definitely super dangerous with his hands.
With everything.
But people have to understand, John have hands, but John has a little bit of everything too, man.
John's got everything.
Yeah.
But Francis is as big a heavyweight as there is, and as scary a striker in the heavyweight division as there is.
Yeah.
I would be very curious to see how that fight goes down. I think it would be very interesting, and I really wish they could pull that off because I think that's a legacy fight. And if John retires after that, and if he wins, oh my God, he goes down as the all-time great.
Yeah, got to. I don't know why people always give him his flowers as the all-time great, because he definitely is that. I mean,
I think kind of everybody does now after he won the heavyweight title. If you look at his accomplishments, never really lost. He really lost that one fight by disqualification. That's it. Every other fight he's won. Mm-hmm. And he's fought against the highest level competition from the time he was 21 years old, 22 years old. It's incredible.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to deny. And, he beat really good guys. He beat guys that, that were in their prime. John was something special and still is. That would be the big fight. But I'm interested to see him fight Stipe, too. Stipe's been out for a long time, and he's coming back to try to reclaim the title. That's interesting, too.
Not to discredit him, but I'm not sure if he gonna. John ain't no easy.
No, he's not easy.
At all.
Well, I think for sure it'll be John will be the favorite in that fight, the betting favorite. But, Stipe's the most decorated heavyweight of all time. He defended the title more than anybody. He beat so many good people, former champions, Junior Dos Santos, Fabricio Verdum. He knocked him out to win the title. I mean, he's a monster. He's really good. Yeah. And, he's had time to relax and recover. After that Francis knockout, you want someone to, really recover from something like that. That was a rough one.
Yeah. See how this goes, buddy.
See how it goes.
Yeah,
it's exciting, though, right?
Definitely, man. Definitely. So I say the power of Francis, even against Tyson, definitely Fury is definitely that's gonna count. But I just don't know how it's gonna be with them because when you always watch these two worlds collide, it's a little different. So
well, Tyson Fury is one of the greatest boxers of all time.
yeah, you got to give him his credit.
He's amazing, and Francis can punch really hard, and he can box, but can he box with Tyson Fury?
Right. That's why I say it's just I don't know, something about it just different.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how it plays out. I'm definitely curious to see like what approach Francis takes, what approach Tyson Fury takes, like how they handle it. I'm interested.
Well, I think the other thing that's going to be a factor is if Francis' chin is strong enough. That's going to be the thing because I'm pretty. He can box, period, but you got to be able to take it.
Yeah, well, Fury can crack you with punches you don't see coming too. Like he's sneaky with uppercuts and hooks, and he's very clever. He's so good with his feet. His footwork is so good, and he's so long.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't have to hit you with the haymakers right off the bat. He'll just start popping you with the jab, popping you, moving, sticking you. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting. I'm curious to see with, Mike Tyson is training Francis.
Yeah.
That's interesting, too.
I always love to see. Shout out Tyson. That's my brother, man. I always love to see him work. He's still, even if you watch him, whether it's just him training, he's still exciting just to watch him, man.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And his style of like just charging forward and switching stances and ripping to the body and ripping to the head, if he can get Francis involved in that style, it'd be very interesting to see like what Francis does. Like if you watch them training together, it's pretty exciting.
Is he quick? Is he, in that standpoint, is he quick like how Tyson is?
It's hard to say. He's not as quick as Tyson. Tyson was a lot smaller. We got to realize when Tyson was in his prime, he was like 220. But he was so fast. Just bobbing and weaving and moving in.
Hard.
Oh, my God. And fast. Hard and fast. It wasn't just hard. It was hard and you couldn't get away from it. You couldn't block it. He would just come flying in at people. And Francis is not as fast as that, but he's a lot bigger. Francis is a natural 265. He used to have to lose weight to make the 265-pound heavyweight weight class.
So they got a cap on?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's 265.
Anything over that, you just...
Yeah, it's a super heavyweight, and super heavyweight division has never really been established.
I don't think, who do we got that's super
Nobody. We don't have a super heavyweight division.